guys, thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. I am JD from New York, and I'm bringing you the latest in WWE news and rumors. Liv Morgan might be done with the WWE. She tweeted this out, a very vague tweet on Twitter on November 5th. She says, and I quote, I love ye. I had to do it, man. I'm sorry. I love you at WWE. You may be the only one, honey. Thank you for taking a chance on me. Now, if you really want to ask yourself that question, has WWE given Liv Morgan a chance? Some may say yeah, because who was Liv Morgan? Where was Liv Morgan before the WWE? Bumblefuck, New Jersey is where she was. But if you really want to deep dive into it, has WWE given Liv Morgan a chance? The answer is no. They don't give anybody a chance, man, and I am genuinely surprised that they have not given Liv Morgan a shot on Monday Night Raw, now on SmackDown, coming out of the draft. She got drafted to SmackDown. I am surprised that WWE hasn't given Liv Morgan an opportunity. I mean, she's blonde! I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really bizarre to me. Maybe they don't like platinum blonde. I don't know. I don't know what their reasoning is. But Liv Morgan, very vague on social media. Then she tweets this. You see a couple of books on her desk in front of a computer screen. What is Liv Morgan doing? Is she leaving the WWE? No, folks. I just will admit to you, it's clickbait. It is clickbait. Liv Morgan's not going anywhere, but she may be looking at a potential future after pro wrestling. She actually tweeted this on social media, and she tweeted books on Florida real estate. She was in front of a computer screen showing the Bob Hogue School of Real Estate. Morgan's caption provided a bit more clarity on the situation. We all have the power to do anything we want to do. I am excited and nervous. That's okay. To start on this new journey. End quote. Folks, it's always great to have a plan B, and this young woman who deserves an opportunity, who's gotten better at what she's doing in the ring. WWE doesn't seem to care. They don't have any creative plans whatsoever for her or Ruby Riott, which is a crime in itself. But this young woman realizes that there's not many years left in pro wrestling if things like this continue to happen. If things are going at this pace right now, and WWE is not going to give her an opportunity, and even if they do give her an opportunity, how long is that opportunity going to last? She may get one shot, and then after that, nothing, because WWE will move on to something else. They'll get bored. They'll realize she's not as good as everybody thinks she is, whatever the case may be. Folks, it's great to have a plan B and a plan C no matter what you are doing, because there's always a chance that your priority, your plan A, somehow just doesn't work out anymore. So make sure you guys have a plan B or a plan C for anything that you're doing, and that's exactly what Liv Morgan is doing. She's getting herself ready for life after wrestling because she realizes that the way things are going right now, it's not going to be a lifelong career in the world of WWE. You know, it wouldn't be an off-the-script extra if I didn't talk about my favorite group in all of pro wrestling. ReTRIBUTION. My good old buddy T-Bag. My good old buddy Slapdick over there. And Mace. And Ali, who I love. And then Mia Yim, a.k.a. Reckoning, right? We all know that ReTRIBUTION is a creative failure on WWE television. They are probably the worst booked stable in the history of WWE. So much so, I would gladly take 7 days a week, twice on Sunday, the Spirit Squad over ReTRIBUTION. That's how badly they have been booked creatively. Now, I don't know what you guys are thinking as far as where they go with this storyline. Apparently, Ali is trying his damnedest to weave ReTRIBUTION now after being destroyed by the Hurt Business and being destroyed single-handedly by Bray Wyatt. Ali is trying to weave this storyline into situations that concern the SmackDown hacker. All those many months ago during WrestleMania season, they attacked Tucker Knight on Monday Night Raw, and they're trying to tell the story there, whether it's WWE or Ali coming up with this. I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I got to give him credit for at least trying. Now there's news that Mia Yim, a.k.a. Retribution, or not Retribution, Reckoning, whatever the fuck her name is. Who gives a shit? Mia Yim, please. Mia Yim is getting a Raw Women's Championship match soon. Now, exactly what has she done? Nothing. She's done nothing. She hasn't even wrestled on the show yet. She's just there as aesthetics to give Retribution a female presence on Monday Night Raw. She's done legitimately nothing. So before we get her in a title match, how about you put her in a fucking match, period, and maybe get her a win or two? Then we can talk about putting her in the ring with Asuka. Now, she definitely has what it takes to handle Asuka. Will WWE go that far? That remains to be seen. Asuka and her title reign right now is being killed. It is terrible. WWE has dropped the ball. Oh my God, dropped the ball so badly with Asuka as the Raw Women's Champion. First of all, the division sucks. The division is absolutely atrocious. That's number one. Number two, WWE has fed everybody in the division to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So I don't know who's left for Asuka. If there's no competition for Asuka, who is she going to defend the title against? Mia Yim may be the only choice here on Monday Night Raw, but at least get her a win or three before you start putting her in the ring with Asuka, so it looks like she actually deserves a Women's Championship match. Now, she was actually in a interview or backstage vignette on WWE.com. This was an exclusive. It was not shown on Raw, of course not. But she says this about Asuka, because Ali was talking about Tucker and attacking Tucker and what they're going to do there. She says, the cure doesn't end there. We will decontaminate every aspect of this industry, including the women's division. Honey, I think Monday Night Raw has kind of done that already, so I think you're late to the party. Which has been rained on by some dancing clown for far too long in Asuka. No sin is forgiven until it's punished, so Retribution's work is far from done. We have only just begun. End quote. I'm not really interested in this. I'm sure you guys are not really interested in this. This is going to serve as a one-off. This will do nothing for Mia Yim. She's being fed to Asuka so that Asuka can have something to play with before Charlotte Flair comes back to Monday Night Raw and takes that Raw Women's Championship, so she can now reign as 14-time Women's Champion in about 5 years, which then you'll have the shills going on social media saying that Charlotte Flair is the greatest of all time. Give me a break, folks. Give me a break. She's nowhere even close to being the greatest of all time. So let me know what you guys think about that. Asuka versus Mia Yim could be happening for the Raw Women's Championship on Monday Night Raw. But I'm not done there with Retribution, man. Look at my boy T-Bag. Look at my boy T-Bag on Twitter. He says this in regards, Retribution got new merchandise. Who's going to actually pay for this shit? I don't know. But WWE has finally given Retribution merchandise. Mr. T-Bag says this, and I quote,
Fund the movement, you pathetic incels. This merch is way better than that big yellow N merch, since you all love to compare us to the Nexus so much. Hashtag Retribution. Folks, I gotta be brutally honest with you. Really. Listen, man, I don't want to be in Retribution.
Is that better? Yeah, okay. Folks, I mean this wholeheartedly. If you are out and about and you're doing your daily business and you come across, if the likelihood of that is zero, man. If you see somebody, I mean this wholeheartedly, if you see somebody wearing this, okay? If you see somebody wearing this merchandise, please go up to them, tell me, listen, I was told to take a picture of you because you're wearing Retribution merchandise from JD from New York. Then you shill the podcast, you tell him, listen, you know JD? No, you gotta listen to him, man. He's the fucking best podcaster in the entire wrestling community on YouTube. What the fuck are you doing with your life, man? Who are you listening to, the Wrestle Geeks? Give me a break, bro. Then you hand them a fucking a channel link and then you're good to go. But if you see somebody wearing this, man, please snap a photo, send it to me I gotta dissect what these people look like, man. I guarantee you there's not one sale for any of this merchandise sold at all. At all. That's just a fact, man. I would take the big yellow N any day of the week over anything Retribution does, and I think I speak for the majority of you watching this show today. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Lesnar is in the news. No, he's not coming back. No, he's not getting a WWE title shot. No, he's not main eventing WrestleMania. He's not going to win the Royal Rumble. But Brock Lesnar is in the news because he changed up his look. Now, I don't know whether he's a WWE champion, former WWE champion, a UFC fighter, or if he's getting tips on how to look from him. He's looking like he's about to go carve up some wood. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Mountain Man Brock right before our very eyes, man. He was photographed here in Alberta, Canada, and it looks like he's going back to his log cabin. He's about to cut up some firewood for the winter, and then he's going to sit down at the kitchen table, and then he's going to yell at his wife, "Yo, listen, I want waffles with extra syrup and butter. If not, I got an F5 with your name on it right through this fucking table, bitch." It's exactly what he looks like, man. It's exactly what he looks like. Now, for those that may be questioning this new beard, this image first appeared on Reddit. This is a picture of him with a fan in Alberta, Canada. I guess he's a swell individual in person. I don't see why he wouldn't be. For those who may not know, Lesnar holds dual citizenship in the United States and in Canada, and he owns farmland in Saskatchewan, Canada. A few months ago, it was revealed that Lesnar is no longer under WWE contract after his contract expired back in April after WrestleMania. The only reason people found out about his status with the company was due to WWE pulling his merchandise from the shop website, end quote. Now, folks, I don't know why anybody would be concerned about this look or this is the power that Brock Lesnar has in anything that he does. Anything that he does, it's always major news, man. Oh my God, he grew a fucking beard, God forbid. He's getting ready for the winter, folks. He can do whatever he wants. He's not with the WWE. And I guarantee you he's just enjoying his time off. He wants to relax. He wants to kick back. And he wants to relax. When he comes back, he won't be back until Royal Rumble season, WrestleMania season, the road to WrestleMania. And when we see him, we will not be seeing him as we see him photographed in this picture. So Brock Lesnar's got a new look for now. But when he comes back, Brock Lesnar's going to be chiseled like a Greek god. He's going to be babyface in the face. Not babyface, really, in pro wrestling terms. Babyface Brock back for WrestleMania season. And all will be back to normal. Hopefully WWE does not give him a title run and has him main event WrestleMania and then has him hold the championship all year because of declining ratings on Monday Night Raw. Now, speaking of the Royal Rumble, man, WWE apparently has something different in the works for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in 2021. Although the location of future WWE shows is still up in the air, they will be using the WWE ThunderDome! I have the power! You like that, huh? I know. I'm getting better. Now, WWE won't be leaving the Amway Center, aka ThunderDome. I wasn't doing it again, man. Stop, come on. For at least a couple of weeks, as their extension with the arena expires after the Survivor Series. Now, the NBA is planning to start its regular season in the middle of December. WWE will have to find a new arena to use that doesn't have games scheduled for the NHL and NBA. Now, WrestleVotes reported this week that ThunderDome and the concept is expected to stick around until at least February, which means WWE won't have fans at their shows for this month, December, and January. However, the report went on to note that WWE is working on something different for the Royal Rumble, which still doesn't have a date, although traditionally it takes place in the final weekend of January. Now, they say, WrestleVotes, on Twitter, and I quote, "Big day for voting. Go vote." I'm assuming this was on Tuesday. But this is WrestleVotes. So regardless of the next location for the ThunderDome, it is expected to last into February. However, WWE is working on something different for the Royal Rumble event. They want fans, even if it's just for that one show. End quote. Now, it was also noted that Vince McMahon is still hoping to run WrestleMania 37 next year with fans in attendance, to the point where there are plans to move the show from Los Angeles to Tampa, Florida, to achieve that, being that Florida is now fully reopened in their phase 3 of the coronavirus pandemic. I think this is great, man. Whatever they got planned for the Royal Rumble, I do think that we should start really talking about fans being integrated, legit fans being integrated into WWE main roster shows, as long as they are following all CDC guidelines for safety of everybody there that wants to attend. There's no reason why AEW is going to have over 1,000 people for their pay-per-view coming up this weekend, and WWE is still doing the virtual screens and the fake fucking cheers and the fake boos and the fake reactions with some long-ass soundtrack of a fake crowd. I want legitimate fans. I want real fans. I want real energy. And for the Royal Rumble, ride out the rest of this year, man. Ride out the rest of this year doing what you're doing. Not like it's making a difference anyway, because the ratings are fucking terrible. Ride out the rest of the year, and when you start brand new in 2021, I hope that they turn that corner and give fans an opportunity to be there in Florida or wherever this show may be taking place to feel the energy of the Royal Rumble. I feel like if there's no fans there for the Royal Rumble, that the overall show is not going to feel any different than what we are seeing now, even though it is the 30-man over-the-top, 30-woman over-the-top Royal Rumble. There needs to be energy for that match because it only happens one time a year, and that match is absolutely in a dire, necessary situation to have fans make it that much more better. It really needs to be. They need fans for the Royal Rumble, and I hope that this something different is completely the opposite of what WWE is doing now inside the Thunderdome. Give me fans. Let's look at getting fans back for the Royal Rumble, an event and a match that absolutely, desperately needs that energy to start the road to WrestleMania. And finally, guys, before we get the hell on out of here, I got some AEW news, some pretty big AEW news. In fact, number one, let's start with this. The Young Bucks are cashing in on their WWE ThunderDome ban. Yes, the Young Bucks and anybody having to do with AEW is banned. I think this is common knowledge. But WWE went as far to put mugshots of who they do not, absolutely do not want inside the Thunderdome. Look at these mugshots, folks. Look at these mugshots. Obviously, the Young Bucks were going to cash in on their Thunderdome ban. Matt Jackson updated his Instagram to post a new merchandise announcement. They took those banned photo mugshots and turned them into a new t-shirt. The Young Bucks already took a little dig at their Thunderdome ban. Now they're going to make some more merch money off of WWE's pettiness. Odds are that this will sell well because it falls in line with their Cease and Desist t-shirt, which told a ton on Pro Wrestling Tees. So if you're a fan of the Young Bucks, man, go out there and support them. I think that is an ingenious idea. And anytime WWE wants to be petty, I love when people throw it back in their face. And to me, what I think is the biggest AEW news all weekend, even with a Full Gear pay-per-view happening on Saturday, which, by the way, I will be live on Saturday night doing the post-show right here on Off the Script. This, to me, is the biggest news. Next week, we got PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X releasing, the new generation of gaming consoles. And AEW has a major video game announcement coming up. They actually made an AEW Games Twitter account. Kenny Omega hyped this video game in the past, but he also said it's a slow process. Now they are ready to officially make an announcement. Announcement of what? We don't know. Could be an announcement of the video game to correlate with the release of the new consoles next week. That is a prediction made by everybody in the gaming community, in the pro wrestling gaming community. That's what they're looking for. Or it could be a situation where AEW maybe announces their own Twitch channel and they're going to allow everybody to stream, and they're going to have a streaming service that caters to everybody on the roster if they want to go out there and stream, which would be a big fuck you to WWE. But AEW sent out a blast to fans, and AEW Games was this big announcement. It will be revealed on November 10th. AEW registered AEW Games as a trademark in October. Subscribe and follow hashtag AEW Games on social media, and then join us Tuesday, November 10th at 6/5 Central. That is next Tuesday. That is next Tuesday. We'll keep a close eye on that big announcement. I will talk about it when it is revealed next week. They are obviously ready to let fans know what they are planning and what they've been working on. And if Kenny Omega and everybody else is excited about this, and Kenny Omega has a big say in what the video game is going to feel like and look like, and he's a big avid gamer himself, the market is wide open for AEW to just blow away the competition with a video game that gets it right, man. WWE Games 2K has failed every single year for several years. It is nothing more than the same game every single year with more microtransactions, same rosters, same game engine, same feel, nothing new. It is awful. It is awful. WWE Battlegrounds is a joke in itself, man. I would never play some bullshit game like that because it just looks cheesy and childish. I want something that is going to represent the company, and I think Kenny Omega is going to give us that. I think AEW is going to give us that. The field is wide open. It is very easy for them to slide in there and give us a great game, and I know they know what we want. I'm excited about this announcement on November 10th, and I'm going to update you guys next week right here on Off the Script. Thank you so very much, guys, for allowing me into your sub boxes today. If you enjoyed the podcast, the video, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 thumbs up on today's OTS Extra. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206 on Twitter and Instagram. If you missed any videos this week, we got Monday Night Raw and AEW live stream post shows on the channel. Link is down in the description below. And if you guys want to go and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. We are on our way to 120,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so very much. I'll be back tomorrow with Off the Script for the weekend and SmackDown post show right here live on the channel for Off the Script. Until then, guys, have a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys right back here for the live stream tomorrow night on SmackDown's post show on OTS. See you then.